Hello, my name is Professor John Benjamin. This is Game Design at West Virginia Wesleyan College. And today we're going to talk about fog actors. So last time we left off here, we discussed the different light actors. And so now let's talk about fog actors and how we can add atmosphere to our level. About fog actors is there's two types. There's atmospheric fog, which gives an atmosphere. It gives sort of a humidity in the air, if you will, and how light will scatter across those different light molecules. And the second one is exponential height fog, which is just ordinary fog. And that fog will, how thick it is and how it behaves is based on its altitude. All right, so let's start off with those two. So first, if you go over here to your Place Actors palette and you type in fog, you'll get atmospheric fog and exponential height fog. So let's first go ahead and drag atmospheric fog into the level. And right away, we get some atmosphere. But it is a fog actor, so you can see it right here. So it's not actually giving us any light. So in order to add a sky, what we're going to do is we're going to drag a directional light onto our level. So let's go right here and just drag on a directional light. All right, and that's actually emitting light onto our level. And we're going to rename that directional light to sunlight, because that's what it's acting as. So the next thing we want to do now is we want this directional light to interact with our fog actor. So with the directional light, sunlight, selected, we're going to come over to our details panel, and under light, there should be, here's what will look like this, there's a little triangle at the bottom of the light section of the details panel. So let's go ahead and open that up. We're going to be looking for atmosphere/fog actor sunlight. So when we check that, the two of them will then now work in tandem. And you can see we've got a sun disk there, that's our directional light, and then we've got some fog. All right, but we're not quite finished yet. If you just type in sky, you should get this BP sky sphere. So let's go ahead and drag that onto our level. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down here to the default, and what you want to change is, or the sky sphere, I should say, pardon me, to interact with sunlight. All right, so now that's what we have. So we have our sun disk, our sky sphere, and the clouds are now, we're able to see the clouds. And so from here, from this BP sky sphere, we can now change things like the speed of the clouds. So if we come back down here to the details panel, and we have cloud opacity and cloud speed. So go ahead and just try to increase their speed so you can actually see them moving. And let's try to increase their opacity a little bit. There. It's a pretty windy day now, so that looks pretty good. All right, so we've got a horizon, we've got a sun disk, and we've got clouds. All right, and so that is the atmospheric fog actor. That works in tandem with the directional light actor. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is regular fog, or exponential height fog. So let's go ahead and type that up here in our Place Actors panel, in our search panel. So we're just going to type in fog again, and drag in exponential height fog into your layer, into your level, pardon me. And already you can see that some humidity has been added to the atmosphere, so the horizon looks much more fuzzy. All right, so we can control this in several ways. Let's see, first what we're going to do is go take a look at the details panel. And the first thing that you want to check is volumetric fog. Okay, so then with that checked, we can go ahead and change some of the parameters. So we can change the fog density. So now you can see it's scattering more and more light. Increase the fog density here for second fog data, so there's two working together, so we can get some really thick fog. And then you want to increase the extinction scale here. You can make it really, really intense. And then increase the view distance, or decrease it, I should say. So now we've got some really spooky looking fog here. And that is the fog actors. So thanks for joining me.